Everything in this story really happened. It all started when I moved in with my sister in her new house. I was given the smallest room, but it had a small door on the wall. I never went in there at first, but curiosity took over me. Like I just had to see what was behind that door. When I opened the door, I grabbed a flashlight because it was pretty dark and I couldn't see, and went inside the little room. It was filled with cobwebs, like no person has been in there in a long time. It was creepy in there until I noticed the floorboards, like they had something put under them. I struggled to lift them. But when I did, I really wished that I didn't, because what was there scared me. It was a drawing that looks like it was made by a little kid. It was a drawing of a man that was really tall with no face. There was wood at the bottom of the piece of paper. The man in my window. After I read this, I was scared even more than I was before that. I dropped the paper and left the small room. I didn't sleep for weeks, not because of what I say, but it felt like I was being watched, or like something bad was going to happen to me or others. When this stopped, I decided to go back into the little room. When I did, I found more under the floor. I found pictures that looked like a little girl, about 5 years old, and an old teddy bear. After that, I left, not wanting to go back again. After that, tried to calm down, and went on my phone while sitting on my bed. When I turned my phone off, I could see a reflection behind me in the window that looked like the man in the drawing, and I turned around to see it was real. I screamed at the top of my lungs till my sister ran to my room to see it too. After that, we moved out of that house and very far away, but I still get the feeling that someone is watching me, and sometimes I see the man in the distance, and to this day, I am still scared of what I saw that day. This all took place 7 years ago, when I was 12. One night my mom and I were home alone, and my mom wanted to go out with her sisters. So she went, and I was home alone. So I was watching TV when I heard a male voice. I muted the TV and listened. Then I heard what sounded like a drunk man talking to himself. But what he said is what haunts me to this day. He said, "Hey kid, I've got some candy in my jacket if you come out of the house." I was so terrified. But I also have 3 German Shepherds and 3 bulldogs who are very protective of me and my mom, so I didn't think he would try to break in. So I called my sister's husband and he raced over in his car, and when he got there, the guy ran into the woods and my brother-in-law pulled out a gun and fired into the woods. But sadly he missed, and my brother-in-law called the cops and explained everything that happened, but the cops couldn't find him. I still live at home, but I'm now armed myself to be safe in case something like this ever happens again. This all happened when I was 8 years old. It was a Saturday, so I didn't go to school. So I went to watch TV while my mum was still sleeping. When I was going to the couch to get the remote, I heard a voice whisper, "Shh." I froze when I remembered that I saw on a paranormal show, a guy said, "If you have a paranormal encounter, you will freeze for about a minute." Then I just slacked it off as some shock or something, but I was still scared to death from hearing that voice. When my mom woke up, I told her what happened to me earlier. She asked if a car went by, and I was pretty sure there was no car. The next night, I'm in bed watching a little TV when I heard shh. It was shorter this time, but I was still scared to death. I sat up scanning the room, but nothing was there to cause that noise. Then when I finally got to sleep, I woke up in the middle of the night. I looked at the closet and saw a black figure peeping its head around the corner. I immediately pretended to sleep, and soon enough, I fell asleep again. Then I woke up, and it never happened again.